Here's the thing most people get wrong about an Austin lawn. It isn't fertilizer, and it isn't how often you mow. Two things decide whether your grass thrives or struggles in Central Texas: matching the grass to your light and your soil, and watering it on Austin Water's schedule, not whenever it looks dry. Get those two right, and the rest is easy. Get them wrong and you'll fight your lawn every summer. In the next few minutes, we'll cover the 4 grasses that actually work here, the exact watering days the city allows in 2026, and a season-by-season plan you can follow. Let's get into it. First, the big picture. Central Texas is warm-season turf country. That means the grasses that work here go green in the heat and naturally go dormant in winter. The cool-season grasses you'd see up north simply don't belong on an Austin lawn. And there's a second local twist. Your soil basically splits at I-35. East of the highway, you're on deep blackland prairie clay, rich, but it shrinks and swells as it dries and wets, which is hard on roots and on hardscape. West of I-35, in the hill country, you've got thin soil over limestone, which drains fast and dries out quickly. Same city, 2 very different lawns. Keep your side of I-35 in mind as we go, because it changes which grass and how much water makes sense. Grass number 1, St. Augustine, the shade workhorse, and the most common lawn grass in Austin. The reason it's everywhere is simple. It tolerates shade better than any other warm-season option. It spreads densely, fills in fast, and gives you that thick, lush look. The trade-offs? It drinks more water than Bermuda or Buffalograss, and it has 2 pests to watch: chinch bugs in the heat of summer and brown patch in cool, wet spells. If your yard is part shade, St. Augustine is usually your answer. Just plan to water it a little more and keep an eye out for those 2 problems. Grass number 2, Bermuda, the choice for full sun and foot traffic. Bermuda thrives in open, sunny yards and recovers fast from wear. So if your lawn takes a beating from kids, pets, or weekend games, it bounces right back. 2 things to know. It goes dormant and turns brown in winter. That's normal, not dead. And it thins out badly in shade, so keep Bermuda to your sunny spots and don't fight it under trees. Full sun and durability, that's where Bermuda wins. Grass number 3, Zoysia, the premium pick. Zoysia gives you a dense, fine-bladed, almost carpet-like lawn that a lot of people consider the best-looking option in town. Once it's established, it has good drought tolerance, and it handles moderate shade, more than Bermuda, less than St. Augustine. The catch is patience and cost. It's slower to fill in and pricier to install. But if appearance is what you care about most, Zoysia is the upgrade. Grass number 4, Buffalograss, the native low-water option. This is a true Texas native, and once it's established, it needs very little water, which makes it ideal for hill country yards and anyone leaning toward a water-wise landscape. It wants full sun and well-drained soil, and the one limit to know is that it doesn't take heavy foot traffic. So if you're west of I-35 on that thin limestone soil, or you just want to cut your water bill, Buffalograss is worth a serious look. Quick recap: St. Augustine for shade, Bermuda for sun and traffic, Zoysia for looks, Buffalograss for low water. Now the part that matters just as much as the grass: watering. Austin Water has been in its year-round conservation stage since September 2nd, 2025. And this is important. That's the standing rule, not a temporary drought order that's about to lift. So here's how it works in 2026. If you have an automatic in-ground irrigation system, you get 1 watering day per week, and your day is set by your address. Odd-numbered addresses water on Wednesday, even-numbered addresses water on Thursday. That's it, 1 day a week for in-ground systems. If you water with a hose-end sprinkler or with drip, you get 2 days a week instead. Odd addresses on Wednesday and Saturday, even addresses on Thursday and Sunday. So the system you use changes how many days you get. And one more piece of good news: handheld hose watering and drip irrigation for vegetable gardens are allowed anytime. The schedule is really about automatic systems and sprinklers. It's not just which day, it's which hours. On your assigned day, you can water from midnight to 10 in the morning, or from 7 in the evening to midnight. You cannot run sprinklers between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m., the middle of the day, when most of the water would just evaporate before it ever reaches the roots. Watering early or late isn't only about following the rule, it's how you get the water deep into the soil where it actually helps. One deep, early morning soak on your assigned day beats a daily afternoon sprinkle every time. And because your day depends on your address, confirm yours before you set your controller. We'll point you to the official tool at the end. Let's put it all on a calendar. Spring, March through May. Your lawn greens up, you take your first mow, put down a pre-emergent, and it's a good time for a soil test. One critical warning we'll come back to. Do not prune your live oaks in spring. Summer, June through August. Mow high, especially with St. Augustine. Taller grass shades its own roots and holds moisture. Scout for chinch bugs and water deep on your assigned day only. Fall, September through November. Watch for brown patch in St. Augustine, ease off the nitrogen, and take advantage of cooler soil to plant trees and new beds. Winter, December through February. Your warm season lawn goes dormant and brown. Again, that's normal. It greens back up in spring. Winter is the slow season for the lawn, which makes it the right time to plan any hardscape: patios, walls, walkways. Before we wrap, the 3 mistakes we see most. 1. Watering on the wrong day or in the heat of the afternoon. It wastes water and it's against the rule. 2. Mowing St. Augustine too short. Scalp it and you invite weeds and stress. And 3. The big one for Austin. Pruning live oaks at the wrong time. Avoid pruning live oaks from February through June. That's peak oak-wilt season in Central Texas, when the disease spreads most easily. Prune oaks in the coldest part of winter or in mid to late summer, and paint any cuts on oaks to seal them. A single bad pruning cut in spring can cost you a tree that took decades to grow. So, to bring it home, match your grass to your yard. St. Augustine for shade, Bermuda for sun, Zoysia for looks, Buffalograss for low water. Water on your assigned day under Austin Water's conservation stage. Odd addresses Wednesday, even addresses Thursday for in-ground systems, and only in the early morning or evening. And respect the seasons, especially that live oak pruning window. Do those 3 things, and you'll have a healthier Austin lawn on less water and less work. We've put the full grass and watering guide with your address-based watering day and a project cost calculator linked below. And if you'd rather hand it to a local crew, Austin Pro Landscape is one call away at 512-690-4912 for a free, no-pressure quote. Thanks for watching. Confirm your watering day, and we'll see you in the next one.